Sorry, I'm eating, as you can see. Today I try my hand at Asian style dumplings. First I start off with 2 cups of flour. I'm going to level them off. I'll level it off. And I'm going to put it in a bowl. Here's the second cup. Next, I'm going to take these chopsticks. I have never used chopsticks. This is the first time I'm using them, and they are hard to take apart. And I'm going to gradually add the water to the flour. I guess I should have put some flour underneath the bowl so the bowl wouldn't be spinning around. I used my other hand to make sure it was steady. And I used about I believe it was a half a cup. Yeah, a half a cup of water until all the flour was dissolved. For me, it took a little more than a half a cup, but maybe I should have just did just a half a cup. Keep watching, you'll find out what I mean. So now I'm going to get some more water. Until it's all combined and there's no free flowing flour. Starting to get sticky, so I probably added too much water. Oh well. I started to use my hands to continue to combine it, and I kneaded it. Knead is just a fancy word for folding it against itself. But it was so sticky. So I'm still kneading it, trying to make it into a ball, in the bowl. After kneading it for a first time, I covered it for 15 minutes, and we'll be back for the next part after these messages. Daylight Candles is a company where the candles are made to the preference of the customer. All candles are made with soy wax and are between 5 to 8 ounces. There are a few ways you can choose your candle. You can choose your own personal oil and or color, or you can choose a candle from one of our many candle lines. One of our candle lines is the Daylight of Autumn, featuring scents like Apple Harvest, Caramel Popcorn, Red Hot Cinnamon, Hot Apple Pie, Cinnamon Stick, Macintosh Apple, and everyone's favorite Toasted Pumpkin Spice. A portion of the proceeds for the candles that are sold for charity are given to organizations that are near and dear to the company. The Daylight Hale line features scents that you would smell if you were to visit the beach. Sea salt and orchid, plumeria, hibiscus palm, beach linen, ocean breeze, and ocean rose. Daylight Royalty features our CEO's 2 favorite scents. One candle is called Queen, and it is infused with the scent inspired by Bath & Body Works' Mad About You fragrance. There's also Palace, and it is infused with magnolia and peony oil. Daylight Candles, igniting your life with fragrance and shining through the darkness. We're back. After letting it rest for 15 minutes, I'm kneading it again a few times to make it soft. After I knead it the second time, I put it back in the bowl and I cover it for another hour. So after letting it rest for another hour, I take it up from the bowl. As you can see, it's sticking to the bowl. But I attempt to make it into a ball so it can, and try to take the stickiness away from it. Didn't work. But I make it into a loop and I cut that loop into 4 pieces. It was still sticking everywhere, to everything, even to itself. It wouldn't even separate. I take 3 of the 4 pieces that I cut and put it in a bowl. And then I cover the bowl. And the last piece that I left out, I roll it into a sausage. I cut that roll into, I try to cut it into equal pieces, 8 equal pieces. Just 2 over to the side. There they go. Since it's sticking everywhere, I flour the cutting board and I press each piece down with my palm. Try to make sure that my palms and my hands were well floured because I didn't want it sticking to my hands. Kind of worked. I take a rolling pin and I attempt to make small discs. I had a real time doing that. That's more or less how they came out to begin with. It gets better. I changed my cutting board. It seems like the other cutting board, the rolling pin wasn't making contact with it, so it was making it hard for the dough to roll out on either side. Felt like it was off balance. So see that it's getting a little bit bigger and it's not so elongated. It has somewhat of a round shape. So I try. But it was sticking to the board. Now I move on to the second piece of the 4 pieces that I cut out from the loop. Roll it into a sausage, cut the pieces out of it. I don't know if it was 8, but I cut pieces out of it and press them with my palm. And we're going to try to roll these out. See, it got a little better. That's a little more round. I would call this one progress. And it even comes up from the board. I was able to make a couple more, and I do mean a couple more. Now we're at the filling stage. This was fun and interesting. You'll see. I had no idea if there's ever been a recipe that I have done in this series that I have been so unsure of, this is one. I didn't think it was going to be this hard, but this was very challenging. But it was fun. I'm glad I attempted to try it. And now I know where I made my mistakes, and when I make it again, I'm going to go back and correct them. See, even this closing it up is... What are you doing, Chef Ref? You're embarrassing yourself. But it's all in fun. Look at this. Look at this. And it falls apart. So I put it to the side. I'm going to start on another one. If I can get it up from the pile. I had no idea what I was doing. Can you tell? I watched the video of them making it before I tried to make it. I was like, oh, that's easy enough. No, not at all. But I will try again. This is the last one I filled. I tried my hardest. This one was a little better with how thick it was and feeling like it was durable. I'm adding water to the ends to seal it. Wow, terrible. And this is how I feel about it. I add water to the pot just below where the strainer is going to go. I didn't have a steam pot, but I guess I have to get one now. So with the help of my grandmother and her wisdom, she said to do this. Use a pot, use a colander, put water in it, and let it steam. So that's what I did. For about 30 minutes. While my quote-unquote dumplings steamed, I made some sauce to go with it. Started off with some soy sauce. Didn't measure, just eyeballed everything. Some rice vinegar, some ginger, that was strong. Some brown sugar. You know, brown sugar always sticks together, so. And of course, it wouldn't be an Asian dish with Chef Ref without some sesame seed oil. Let's taste up this bad boy. It's good. Got the shimmy. Now let's see how these things turned out. Do you want the young child in your life to learn their ABCs in a unique way? Do you want them to learn about themselves, their family history, and at the same time help them build a positive self-esteem? Well, a personalized ABC About Me book is the product for you. And this personalized book for the little one in your life, each letter of the alphabet is used to help the child learn the names of the important people in their lives, places associated with them, and is used as a positive adjective to help the child develop a positive vocabulary about themselves and the people in their lives. The letters are paired with pictures for image association and people recognition. The first step to ordering the book is to fill out a form with the child's name, birth date, and birthplace. Then either by yourself or with the help of the creator of ABC About Me, Rashawn E. Forrest, yours truly, will come up with those adjectives, names of relatives, and places associated with the child. The pictures that appear in the book can come from the parent or other family members. Or a photo shoot at my studio, Life in the Daylight Studios, can be done of your little special one with props. You and I will come up with the theme and color scheme for the book. If you would like more information about ordering the child in your life a personalized ABC About Me book, please email abcaboutme@gmail.com. With ABC About Me, building a child's self-esteem and identity is easy.
Well, this is them. Looks like cabbage.
Well, I tried. I'm going to do it again to perfect it. But I'm still going to try it. Yeah, these are turned all apart. Hot. Here's my dip. Can't perfect them all. I'm still gonna eat it. So next week, come back. Gonna have a sweet surprise. Pun intended. Come back now, y'all, to see what I mean.